Hey guys, welcome to tonight's bbcan 9 chat.
It's episode 17 and it's a double eviction, baby.
I don't know why I even bother getting excited for double evictions because they
you're
always
never
suck.
happy.
They always suck. I never get what I want.
I have never been happy after a double eviction ever.
This one was a double dose of poop.
Well, at least they get to go to the jury.
Yeah. The jury has begun.
You know the jury house is fun. They're going to have a good time in there. Hey, spicy... No, never mind.
I mean, I'm assuming if you watch this video, you've watched the episode already.
Spicy V's going to have a great time. She's going to lead the party.
I mean, I'm happy for her because she's a super fan and she was really, really wanting to make it to the jury. So, you know, at least there's that. But anyway, let's go back in time.
All right, so last time Ro used the veto on himself.
Obviously.
That's allowed. And Beth put up Spicy V against Tara.
I gotta give it to Beth. That was a huge move.
That was a huge move. Vic is shook.
It was a huge move. I mean, it sucks as a viewer because it's Spicy V, and she's like the most entertaining thing going on in this house.
Didn't I tell him not to chew?
No, but for Beth, it's a great move.
Yeah. Tara's kind of confused because she wants to feel safe, but
I
this
mean,
is
yeah,
Spicy V.
She's up against one of the most threatening competitors, but at the same time, Victoria is gonna run a campaign.
Yeah.
She's gonna run a hell of a campaign, so Tara's definitely nervous about that.
Okay, this is the turning point of Beth's career in this game. Beth has become so annoying.
She's got HOH-itis.
So cocky. So overconfident. It's sickening.
Major case of
Sickening.
HOH-itis.
It's not stunning.
No.
It's sickening.
It's not a Monique Hart. No.
No. All right, so Beth and Victoria have a chat.
Yeah, after the POV ceremony, and Victoria's like, girl, what's going on here? I thought we were working together.
And Beth's like, no, because, like, I heard my name coming out of your mouth to other people. And Victoria's like, but that was part of the plan. I was supposed to play both sides.
The problem is, I don't know that was ever established in the Ghost Peppers that Victoria was going to be doing that.
Yeah.
She didn't warn them about it. Like, hey, if you hear your names come up, I'm just, like, trying to get info from the other side. So they were just like, oh, crap, she's coming after us. Like, we can't trust her. So,
all right, so Ty and Jed compiling in the room. I can't stand how they, like, always show up when this is not your HOH. This is
they're a unit.
HOH.
They're a unit.
So,
but somehow, that doesn't make people want to come after them. Look how far they've made it, and nobody's taken a shot at them yet.
Ridiculous. So Victoria's already campaigning. She said, let's just forget that this happened. You know, keep me. I'll never put you up going forward.
She was campaigning...
Yeah.
like, the entire time since she was put up on the block. She was nonstop. And I gotta give her props because, number one, it's great to see somebody fighting for their life in the game. But also, she had been saying all season, like, when people weren't campaigning, like, how messed up it was. And how if she was ever up on the block, she would be campaigning nonstop. And she lived up to the hype.
If anybody could have flipped it, it would have been her.
Yeah.
But...
She did give a hell of a campaign.
Yeah.
All week. So yeah, she's telling them, I would never put you guys up. I'm Ghost Peppers all the way. I was the invisible HOH last week, and I could have put you guys up, and I didn't.
Everybody else is coming for you, but I'm not.
Yeah, so she's like, let me
does have a
stay
valid point there.
And fight for you guys. And the guys know that Victoria is better
for their games.
But Beth knows. She knows Victoria's got to go.
Well, you know who else is kind of campaigning? Tara.
She did campaign a little bit this week because she was getting a lot of pressure since Victoria was campaigning so much.
So she campaigned Kiefer, who she already has anyway.
Yeah, well, yes and no, because Kiefer probably would have done whatever Jed, Ty, and Beth decided on.
Well, Jed, Beth, and Ty decided that Victoria was going to go.
Yeah.
I don't think they would have changed their minds anyway, because Beth was so set on getting rid of Victoria?
Part of me thinks that Beth was just like playing along this week when they were flip-flopping on the vote, and she was just like playing along with it, but she actually wanted Victoria to go the whole entire time.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just the feeling that I was getting.
Well, Tara wants to win the HOH for this week. Not knowing it was a double.
Yeah.
Yet. But she wants to win it because it's going to air on Monday, which is the anniversary of her brother's death. So
yeah,
that's very special to her, but I don't like when people use that as like...
Well, I don't think she was using it as like a campaign point.
I mean, she kind of was.
I don't know. I do feel for her, though. That's terrible that she lost a brother.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Tara win an HOH and, like...
Where's that
get
fire,
a little power
Tara?
shift here. That'd be great. Yeah. We'll see what happens, though.
All right. Victoria was working really hard on the throuple.
Oh, yeah. Because she knows in order to get the votes to stay, she's going to need the throuple. The other side is not going to do it for her. She's got to get the throuple. So she was really focusing most of her efforts on them. And it was working. Like, they were going back and forth after every conversation they had with Victoria.
Did she call that house meeting up on the outside
the
area, or were they just all there and she was like, all right, I'm just going to call this a house meeting because everybody's here?
Well, before we get to that, Beth, Jed, and Ty were all telling Victoria, we want you to call out Tara. We need Tara to feel the heat a little bit here. She can't just be going through the whole week thinking that she's safe.
Right. We
want some information out of her. You know, we need to
So they
gain
basically
something.
used Victoria.
They basically used Victoria because I don't think that this house meeting ever would have really swayed the vote unless something outrageous came out.
Right.
But they were really just using Victoria to facilitate this house meeting and try and get some information out of Tara, Tina, and Ro. Okay. Which is really sad.
What do you think would have been outrageous enough to have...
I don't know, honestly. I can't even think of anything that would have, like, flipped the vote.
Yeah, I don't know.
So to answer your question about, like, how this house meeting started, I feel like... Didn't the house meeting start, like, before the feeds were on it? Like, I feel like...
Oh, maybe.
The feeds were down, and then they came back, and it was already in progress, and, like, everybody was outside.
House meeting tonight.
So I'm not sure exactly how that began, but they were all sitting outside, and Victoria starts it off by confronting Tara, and she's like...
She really raked her over the coals in front of everybody.
This house meeting went on for, like... I think it was like 37 minutes from what we saw in the feeds, but then at the end of 37 minutes, the feeds went down and apparently it continued on, which we saw part of that in the episode tonight because there was stuff in there that I did not see before.
We're probably like, oh man, we shut down the feeds because we're going to need some footage for the show. Although we already have a double eviction, so we're going to need some really good stuff here.
I mean, what they showed on the show was just like a very small piece of what actually went down. They didn't even address Baggate on the show.
It was very, very yelly. There was lots of yelling. Rohan got dragged into it. Victoria admitted to being the invisible HOH. Yeah,
she admitted to throwing Jed and Beth's names out there, but she's like, oh yeah, I was just trying to get information.
I didn't do it as bad as you!
Well, that's the thing. Ro, Tina, and Tara would not even admit that they were dropping those names. Right. And they just ended up looking like huge liars to the throuple. So the throuple got what they wanted out of this.
Victoria got called out for playing both sides. Tara brings up the creation of the oddballs.
Yeah.
Funniest line of the entire episode was...
Victoria.
I never would have come up with a name. I didn't do it because I never would have come up with such a stupid name. Oddballs is so stupid.
Yeah. So that also kind of implicated Brayden because Brayden's been working really hard to getting close with the throuple, and now they're finding out that he was part of that Oddballs alliance.
Yeah.
But honestly, that alliance lasted for like a few days.
Yeah.
It wasn't a big thing.
And then, who said that Tara doesn't deserve to be there?
Okay, so apparently Victoria told Tara that she overheard a conversation where Beth was saying that Tara does not deserve to be there and she's always complaining and all this and that, which is something that a lot of the house guests have discussed before.
Yeah.
Because Tara is always complaining.
Yeah.
So nobody else really spoke up about being annoyed with Tara for that, but a lot of people have talked about it.
I can't stand when parents or, you know, whatevers say, I don't want to go to jury, vote me out before jury if you know, if it's like an issue because I would rather be at home with my kids.
Everybody's got a life outside of the show.
Yeah, exactly. And you signed up for this. You signed
up for this. You signed up for 90 days.
What does it matter whether you get evicted, the first person in the jury or the last person in the jury? Well, because she was saying, like, be there anyway.
At least she would still have a shot if she was still in the game. You know what I mean? But if she was the first one... would. Yeah, but if she was the first... I see what she's saying, but still, like, I see how it would be annoying to other people. She's saying if she was the first one in jury, like, okay, she doesn't have a chance to win anymore, and she's got to sit in there for a month.
Oh, well.
But yeah, no, it's totally annoying. So, woo! Yeah, it got nasty, too. When Victoria was like, you don't deserve to be here. You don't, you lying bitch. But that is, like, such a tame thing.
Oh, that's so harsh.
I know. It's such a tame thing compared to, like, what we would hear on a U.S. season. So that kind of just cracked me up. But, oh, my God. The line of the thing for me was, like, you signed up for this.
All right, so the throuple and Braden. Braden's already trying to do damage control after the house meeting.
Eyeballs was nothing. I'm with you guys.
Jed thinks that Victoria was looking more attractive to keep after the house meeting. That is a lie.
Here's the thing. Again, it was never about that. They believe the things that Victoria's been telling them. But it doesn't matter.
They don't want to do anything about it.
They want her out because she is a huge threat to win this game. They can't beat her.
The lie detector test determined that that was a lie.
Yeah, they were basically using her for this house meeting, so.
All right, well, Arissa checks in, and she said, hello. I'm in my nice outfit. You're in that house. Good for you.
I really liked her shoes tonight. They were fun.
Very nice. Mm-hmm. She said, it's jury. So, Tara, whether you get voted out or not, you're stuck.
Gee, I wonder who's going.
You signed up for this.
Maybe it's the person who's wearing not athletic clothing.
That's hilarious.
Oh, my God. But, yeah, Victoria looked pretty excited that she'd be going to the jury house.
That was quite an outfit.
It was. Oh, spicy V.
All right, so time to plead for your life. Mm-hmm. Tara's up first. It's just a game, guys. And I hope I'm good for your game. And then Victoria said, I'd like to thank my book club.
I love that she shouted at her book club. That was hilarious.
Everyone who's participating in one of the dirtiest back doors of all time.
Oh my God.
It's a good thing you're getting me out, because I would have won.
Haters, you can never take away the bond that we have in this house. It was a great speech. I loved it. It was a lot of fun. And she also said, like, it's a good thing you're getting rid of me because I would have won.
Okay. I did.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you.
Because you always block me out.
That's not true. You're the one that blocks me out.
I'll admit it.
Okay.
I would never
I'm at the house meeting. I didn't drop any names.
I would never have called it anything that stupid. All right, so Victoria's voted out, unfortunately, by a unanimous score of 6-0.
A score?
Yes.
Been watching too much Last Chance U. Just kidding. It's never enough. I love that show. But anyway.
More.
Okay, yeah. Victoria was evicted. She got a group hug from everybody.
She was very
gracious in her exit.
She even twerked for them on the stairs.
Oh my God.
Fun.
All the entertainment just twerking out of the house. No. Now what?
Half the life has just left the house.
What a bummer.
Remember that.
Yeah, what a bummer.
All right, so then Victoria chats with Arissa for like 3 seconds. Nothing else she could have done.
She acknowledges, yeah, it might be karma that I was evicted.
She did make some stupid moves. Yeah, she realizes that now.
Probably shouldn't have taken out Austin last week, you know.
And I am saying this on the record. This is all real. It's not rigged.
That was a really interesting comment.
Even though I heard some stuff from production or...
They kind of tipped her off that maybe she'd be going up on the block this thing. So, you know. Maybe they're like, we would like if you would say this during your interview.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So then...
We'll give you an extra Wendy's meal if you say this.
Arissa says, get out. Go to the jury house. I have some work to do. Mm-hmm. I'm not getting paid to sit here and have a great time with you.
Oh, that's too bad.
I know, right? Too bad.
Yeah.
So Arissa tells them it's double eviction, baby. And everybody goes wild.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of speculation that it would be this week. They were kind of in the mindset of, like, let's just get it over with.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, you knew it had to be coming. Mm-hmm. So it's time for the HOH competition. They're in their little cubicles.
Okay, they got the stairs, which means it's before or after.
Nobody was voguing in the boxes like Glitter Gary.
Nobody was voguing the house down.
No. What a shame. What a shame, because half of the life just left in the first eviction. All right, so...
Best of 5 wins.
Right. Whoever has the most points. It's not an elimination.
Right.
So, after the first 2 questions, Kiefer and Ty and Braden. I'm already checked out on the show.
She walked into the glass door today, so it's been a rough day for her.
I walked into the sliding glass door. Don't. All right.
I can't.
She laughed for days, and it will only happen today.
Okay. But anyway, yeah. I gotta say, these questions were hard.
They were really hard.
Honestly, I don't even remember what most of them were because I was just like, during the whole thing.
How the hell did Kiefer know all these questions?
Kiefer has a really good memory.
Wow.
He's got that shit locked down.
Yeah, but it's like, some of these things were so obscure.
Yeah,
it's
but
like, who farted before Austin farted?
He's been studying a lot. He's very, studying.
It was like, who put slop in whose bucket before the other one? Or like,
yeah.
How would
I mean,
know
honestly,
this?
he would have the best chance of getting that right since he was one of the team captains and he was in charge of doing that. So honestly, like, that's an advantage for him. But yeah, he was killing it.
He had a perfect score. At one point, he was only tied with Ty. Mm-hmm. Then he was alone in the lead. And then he got a perfect score. So he won.
He's the HOH.
Wow. And he had literally 1 second to make his nomination.
Yeah, it was
There
quick.
was no break in between.
He's had these planned for like a while now.
So he stupidly decides to put up Rohan and Braden.
Are you trying to get 4th place? Brandon, no. Kiefer. 4th place? Because that's what it looks like.
That's what he's playing for.
Because it looks like you're playing for the throuple. I mean, this isn't double eviction. This is the time you make a big blockbuster move. And, like, I know you got some sort of a bone to pick with Ro, but this is not the time for that. Ridiculous.
No. So,
no.
It's time for the veto comp, and the extra players were Ty, Beth, and Tina.
Okay.
So, it was Sword Maze.
Live by the Sword.
That's right.
That's an OTT reference.
Yeah.
Anyway, Justin.
This was,
it was a maze puzzle.
Yeah.
You had to guide your sword through the maze.
It looked like Rohan was really trying hard, but I saw immediately he got into a dead end. Mm-hmm. And that really
set him back a lot.
And Ty
killed it.
He killed it, yeah.
This is Ty's first competition
It looked like it was pretty close between Ty and Tina. I think those were the only 2 that had a shot.
Yeah.
So Ty won.
I mean, it pretty much seals the deal that Ro's going to be going.
During the commercial break, they show Ro pitching to Ty. Mm-hmm. The commercial break, like, this is live.
This is not live.
Come on. It's hilarious how they do that. So, he does make a pretty decent pitch.
He's saying, like, I'll be a shield in front of you. I'm a big target. Keep me around.
Ty's like, yeah, that makes sense.
But I'm not going to do it.
I'm not going to do it.
Oh, God. And then it was Braden's turn. I almost said Brandon now. Then it was Braden's turn.
You might as well. That's the most excitement you'll get in this show now.
Maybe Braden will say television again, and I'll laugh about that. I don't know.
Maybe Braden will change his name to Brandon. Braden goes in there and is like, yeah, Final 4, us 4, let's work together.
It's pretty convenient that Braden's been, like, cuddling up to Ty.
Yeah. So it's time for the POV ceremony, and as expected, not that great televisione.
No.
Ty does not use the veto. So you know what that means.
That's going to be the end of Rose Show. That's a wrap.
Brandon said...
It's not Brandon!
Brandon said, love you all. And Rose said, you all deserve to be here. Mm-hmm. I'll vote for the best player.
He knows he's on his way out.
Yeah. So do good.
Yeah, so they do the vote. Rose evicted by a vote of 5-0. And that's that. He hugged everybody.
He had
took
a
it really well.
exit.
He took it really well.
Again, Beth was yelling ridiculously.
No, we did!
Cannot stand Beth now. Cannot.
Too much.
The funny
Am I gonna
thing,
really have to watch feeds of like this bullshit for another month?
So Arissa gets to chat with Ro for another 2 seconds. You're the veto king. You know, what the frig happened, man?
Well, we lost some allies there.
Gee, maybe you should have kept Victoria. But like you said...
He didn't really have...
Like she said on the commercial break.
He couldn't have gotten the votes to
he
make
couldn't
that
have
happen.
he couldn't have made it happen.
The throuple would have had to have been on board for that.
And they weren't. So, who's going to win? He says Kiefer's probably going to win.
Well, I think he said in the past, like, whoever takes him out, he would vote for that person to win. So now Kiefer has taken out Ro and Kyle.
Yeah. But he would love to see Braden win. Or Brandon. Either one.
Either way.
All right. So that is the pile of crap double eviction, which I said there's no way you're going to be happy about it.
All y'all throuple fans, congratulations. I'm sure you had a great night, but...
Here's the sock. You're a free elf.
No. I signed up for this.
Yeah, you did. All right, that's it.
All right, guys. Let us know what you thought about all this in the comments. And that's it. That's it until next time. So,
Enough already. That's it.
Yeah, if you guys want to know who won the next HOH, if they do it tonight, like, I'm not even sure if they'll do it tonight.
I don't know.
Canada is wild. They do all sorts of crazy things.
Yeah.
So if they did do the HOH, we'll post the winner and the info for today's spoiler.
It's probably already wrapped up.
I'm sure, but like, will we know?
Maybe.
All right. Well, anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, much love.